no matter how you go about it. Mazi Okechukwu Nkere, Omalicha Nwoke, the Biafran Republic Government and Exile Finance Minister, is humbly campaigning for global Biafran financial support for the purpose of Finland Convention, Biafran Defense Forces, and redeclaration-related activities. I appreciate all Biafrans who have been supporting our liberation movement. I also urge everyone to massively support more than ever, especially in these critical times. Oh, my fellow lovely great Biafrans, let's come together and support our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is currently working tirelessly to hand over our freedom to us this year, 2024. Freedom is coming, yeah. Yo. Mazi Okechukwu Nkere. Salute every Biafran especially. Yeah. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yo no. Okechukwu kama. Onyamana gidi bakulo unu. Okechukwu kama. Welu didi chukwu kasebele. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kama. Si Okechukwu Nkere nekelunu. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yo no. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yo na nyasi. Okechukwu kama. There is no magic to progress and success in life. Life gives back what you give to it. It takes a man who believes in himself to create wealth. So keep working hard and never lose hope in what you believe in. Ayakata. Life is not easy. Sigh. Make it take and judge. I want to use this special opportunity to recognize great Dim Odumegwu. I can't also forget General Philip Effiong. Okama Daloso. Come cheta kwa no men on the ground. Umoma kubigwe. Anyi na fwa kolunu. Airborne. De facto government in homeland. A special recognition to every Biafran who have been supporting from day one. May Elohim continue to flourish in your different endeavors. This is Mazina Degano, Ohamadike, one of Biafra. Egadi. The Prime Minister, Obatobie, Okechukwu Nkere Simukelekio, Wokoma, Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yo no. Okechukwu kama. Onyamana gidi bakulo unu. Okechukwu kama. Welu didi chukwu kasebele. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kama. Mama biko yo bolisa. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yo no. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yo na nyasi. Okechukwu kama. Ayole, ayiga kolole garole nu. Uwibole, cheta kwa na ndubofuo. 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4. Ino. Onye puru chi yuzo akwa no. Joy. Don't give up. One day He's so close. He's so close. Ogechukukama. Never you give up, no, no, no. Ogechukukama. Believe in your dreams, brother. Ogechukukama. Never you say no, 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 no. Ogechukukama. 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 Never you down your faith, no, no. Ogechukukama. Keep your head up, keep on fighting. Ogechukukama. Oyabala, oyabala, jodo. Ogechukukama. A big shout out to Mazi Ogechukukere. I salute you, my PM, Mazi Simoniba. Life is sweet when you're patient. The greatest shout out goes to the media team, great talents. They won.
Those who are asking, did you say Biafra will come in 2023? Biafra has been restored already. What is remaining is a complete declaration that will be defended. And before that happens, there are many things that we need to put in place. I want you to recount the achievement of the Biafra Republic government in exile under the leadership of Simon Ekpa, what we have achieved in 2023, and ask yourself that question again, and you will look very stupid. We have been able to form government in exile in 2023. In 2023, we have formed the de facto government. In 2023, we have launched Biafra Liberation Army. In 2023, we launched Biafra Navy, we launched Biafra Air Force, we launched the forces of Biafra. In 2023, we adopted Helsinki Declaration, which is the constitution of Biafra. In 2023, we had a convention in Finland where Biafra people gathered from all over the world as delegates to vote on the Biafra Charter, which is a living document subjected to amendment. In 2023, we have created 40 states of Biafra, and believe me, many more states will come because we are not done yet. In 2023, not only that we created state, we also brought a redesigned and a redrawn Biafra map to reflect the current situation and the current demography of Biafra. In 2023, we started engaging officially Nigeria state in a guerrilla warfare on self-defense. In 2023, we officially and publicly engaged Nigeria terrorist army, and we are neutralizing them on a daily basis. It has never happened before in the history of Biafra after the war. In 2023, we publicly and we openly made sure that Nigeria doesn't kill again in Biafra land and go free. So, if you look at those things I've mentioned and those ones I have not even mentioned, are you still going to challenge Simon Ekpa that Biafra has not been restored in 2023? Biafra declaration is not about mouth pronouncement. It's about putting every structure in place. It's about putting every mechanism and measures in place to shaping the map and the structure of Biafra. In 2023, we have designed the economic viability of Biafra. In 2023, we have kicked off the Biafra Urban Development Project. In 2023, we've made a lot of impact globally. In 2023, the Biafra awareness gained the highest momentum in the history of Biafra since after the war. In 2023, we made the Nigeria terrorist army to cry on the floor of National Assembly. It has never happened in the history of Nigeria. In 2023, those who are serving as the agent of Nigeria, benefiting from the corrupt entity called Nigeria, openly called for persecution, execution, and the kidnapping and arresting of Simon Ekpa because they know that this is a different thing from what they have seen in their entire life. In 2023, they call for the arrest of Simon Ekpa and call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Confusion. In 2023, after they have used many years to plan the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have come to say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a saint. He's a very gentle man. He's a nice person. But just 2 years ago, they kidnapped this nice person from Kenya. 2 years ago, they tortured him for 8 days. 2 years ago, he was an evil man. 2 years ago, they called him terrorist. 2 years ago, he was everything evil to them. 2 years ago, They spend hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. They kidnap him and put him into a private jet from Kenya to Nigeria. 2 years ago, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was everything evil to Nigeria, including to Ohaneze Ndi Igbo and all of them. 2 years ago, he was the only problem of Nigeria. 2 years ago, he was the only person that constituted all manner of insecurity in Nigeria. He was the one who is more deadlier than Boko Haram. He was everything that Nigeria don't want to see. Today, as Simon Ekpa take the Biafra liberation to the next level, the same people are now calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the most sensible person. These are hypocrites. These are devilish people. These are criminals that only thing they want to do is to give dog a bad name in order to kill it. They have given that name to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They themselves were the one who condemned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same people today, they have seen that, yes, indeed, someone actually followed this footstep of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and ready to drag all of them to Biafra land. So that when we get to Biafra land, we will treat their fuck up very well. Today, the same people who gave the bad name to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in order to be kidnapped, they slandered his name, blackmailed him to other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. All of them today has come to say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very sensible. Now it is Simon Ekpa is the problem. These people who are just evil from birth refuse to understand why Simon Ekpa have decided to take this thing upon himself to liberate the people of Biafra who has been subjugated and chained with Islamic State agenda. They found themselves in a hole. They tagged us, thought, in a circle, because they thought that they have actually systematically conquered everybody by dividing, creating state, dividing us, changing the demography and map of Biafra people. And at the end of the day, they structured out 5 tiny states, called it 5 Eastern states. And they say, let us continue to divide them. And now they tell you, oh, you are talking about Biafra. You are just 5 states in the circle. We have come to destroy their evil agenda. Today, you will understand that the plan of the Islamic State has failed. Today, the Biafra people are proudly announcing the 40th state, which is called the United States of Biafra. 40 complete states, cut across board, including in the area where they claim they were never Biafra. I have come to learn from what Biafra did wrong in 1967 to 1970. I have come to learn what Wazirike did wrong from the time he started the Biafra movement, and I have come to learn what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did right and was in the process of doing before the plan and kidnapped him. I continue from there, and today we are where we are. They are not resting. Those IPOB Nigeria are not resting as well. Every given opportunity, they think that there is infight in the Biafra government. They will say, oh, their hope now is that they are fighting. And they are hoping that there is infight in the Biafra government. That is to tell you that, like we said, they are cursed. They are cursed. And they can never rise again. Biafra government in exile is a government that nobody born of a woman marching on this planet, using your foot to walk on the ground, will ever destroy. Biafra has been restored in 2023. We have a government, we have a structure of the government of Biafra, we have every department that made Biafra government a legitimate government. The people of Biafra are loyal to the government, both in the exile and in the homeland. We have governors, state administrators in all the 40 states of Biafra. We have the deputy governors, which is called administrators. We have the secretary of state of each state in Biafra land. We have the chairmen and managers of county and the district. If you do not understand that with this structure we have now, one day you will sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra, it means that you are an idiot. I told you that by the time I finish with Nigeria, you will sleep in Nigeria one day and wake up in Biafra. The next phase is to set up the police of Biafra. The reason why we have not set up the police is because it is going to be state police. Every state will have their police. Every state will be independent. It is going to be local police, and there is no interference from the central government of Biafra. The military is a joint military, it's one military that will protect the territorial integrity of Biafra. When one state is attacked, it means that you have attacked all of us. So my people, for those who are asking when are you going to declare Biafra, we have already declared Biafra. We are only waiting for us to conclude the last phase of the Biafra government, and one day you will sleep and wake up in Biafra. Like I said, then we must capture every cranny of the Biafra territory.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved home, land of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if the price is death for all,
A minute silence to the fallen heroes of Biafra, and the time starts now. We mourn our heroes past, we celebrate them as we continue to fight on until we see that Biafra is fully liberated and our recognition is achieved because nothing can stop us. We salute the heroes that have lost their lives in the cause of this Biafra freedom, our babies, women, and children. We salute all of them and we celebrate them all. The heroes living and the past heroes. We salute all of you. Ise, Ise, Ise. Greetings to all Biafrans and lovers of freedom. The flyer you see on the screen is authentic. And this is another milestone that BRGI has brought to the table. Please take your phone and screenshot what you see on the screen. Take a screenshot of what you see on your screen and then post it out. Take a screenshot of this post on the screen and post it out on all platforms. Post it out to your friends and family and tell them that detaining Simon Ekbar, imprisoning Simon Ekbar, the BRGI Prime Minister of the Biafran people, by Nigeria and European government has taken Biafra to a global stage. It was a very big upliftment to the Biafran people. It is a very big propulsion of the Biafran people. It has catapulted the Biafran people to higher stage of knowledge. Those that did not know about Biafra now knows in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, and everywhere you could ever think of. In UK and in America, Mazi Simon Ekpa is making the headlines for Biafra. And that has brought the kind of publicity that Biafra has never had before in the past 50 something years. Biafra was highly spoken of. Biafra was highly spoken of during the genocidal war, and we did not even have the coverage that we should have had then. But today, the Prime Minister of the Biafran people wish Finland imprisoned because of fighting for the Biafra independence. We are coming for a day to come and open the court verdict, to read line by lines and to explain some things to people. But while we allow that to continue to cook, while we allow that to continue to fly and to feed everyone in the entire media in the world of what they should know about Biafra, with Simon Ekpa as the global topic, we have other things that the same Simon Ekpa was cooking for Nigeria and for Finland and for the entire world. When you hear that he has taken Biafra to a global stage, some people don't understand because he put many things in place. Yes, that is why Biafra Republic government in Israel becomes indestructible. If you know, you know. Nobody born of a man or woman can destroy the BRGI. It doesn't matter if you jail our prime minister today. It doesn't matter if you jail Sonny today. It doesn't matter if you jail our APM today. I am telling you that it is only when men of good conscience, men that God brought them to Biafra Republic government in exile to bring Biafra. It is only when those good men with goodwill that will keep quiet. That is when evil can strive and destroy BRJ. But when those men do not succumb to pressure, you cannot destroy this BRJ. So what you have seen on the screen is authentic. This is another historic event which has never happened before. General Philip Effiong and our People's General Ojoko, the Commander General of the Biafra Army, in 67 to 70s, had sorted ways and manners to be able to have opportunity to present Biafra case in a congressional hearing in a US Congress. To even present it as a testimony, like we did a written testimony before, which was accepted and approved and reviewed by the US Congress. General Ojukwu and Philip Effiong never had such opportunity. They tried all they could, but all to no avail. But in 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and 2025th, Simon Ekpa made it happen. Simon Ekpa made it happen. Yes, the foundation that he laid, the template that he laid, everything that he built, they are all in motion. Yes, that is what you need to understand. And when you see this wonderful man here, this is the acting prime minister who is making the thing happen while our prime minister is in detention. This is the BRGIE international lobbies, the voice and the eye and the mouth of the Biafran people in Washington, D.C. This is the Attorney General of the BRGIE. This attorney here, let me go and read about this attorney. For those that may not know him very much, let me read something for those that may not know this attorney. Let me get something to read to explain, because some of you are daft. Most especially the enemies of Biafra, you are daft. Those that want to see Biafrans destroyed on daily basis by the Islamic jihadist terrorists of one Nigeria, you are all daft. You are living in denial. You are living in the dark. And you don't know what Simon Ekpa was doing for the Biafran people. Like he said, in 5 years to come, you will all understand the sacrifices that he made for all of you. And today you are seeing it. Since he was detained, haven't you seen what is happening? Now, let me read something about this attorney. For those of you that may not know, this is Attorney Dabiri. Nine name, 9 day here. BRGIA. ECPA appoint U.S. Attorney Dabiri for safe rule pursuit. This was November 16, 2024. That is why I tell you that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has taken Biafra to a global stage. And Finland has been used indirectly as a shame to push Biafra to a global stage. Yes, that is what God has used Finland to do. There are some things that happen to you that happens for a reason. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped by Nigerian government with connivance of some DOS members and some Biafrans, but it served to tell a story that Nigeria is marked for destruction. It serves to tell a story that Nigeria is doomed, that Nigeria is international kidnapper squad, that Nigeria is headed and supervised by APC, PDP terrorist organization. And today you can hear Canada pronounce it very clearly that Nigeria is a terrorist organization spearheaded by APC and PDP. So, do you now understand after the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu what it then turns out? It turns out to expose Nigeria to the entire world. That is why God has hardened their heart not to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because He wants to use them to tell stories. So, detaining and imprisoning our prime minister is another point of projecting Biafra to the international stage. When was our prime minister sentenced to imprisonment? It was on the 1st of September, right? But on the 29th or thereabout of July, you already heard that this attorney and this APM and these international lobbies of Biafra, that they have already submitted a testimony against Nigeria and against Finland, calling for the sanction of Finland and Nigeria, explaining the referendum that was conducted and the declaration of Biafra to the US Congress. Then 2 weeks before that 29th of July, this same BRGI representative that you see here had also made public the BRGI proposed deal of Biafra to the US government, of what they want the US government to do, the prospects they stand to see in Biafra, and how Biafra also wants them to come in. So today, you see this man here, you see APM, you see Attorney Lobbies, Attorney Dabiri, you see Mazi Elias, the lobbies. Here is another big milestone here. Here is another big achievement. Another big lion in the house. Something is going to happen here. Where have you ever heard that the case of Yoruba is having US congressional hearing in America? Not just in America, in Washington, D.C., the seat of power of America. Where have you heard that Ambazonia case is having a congressional hearing? Where have you heard that the Eritrea case is having a congressional hearing? Where have you heard that Somaliland is having a congressional hearing? Where have you heard that Congo, Sudan is having a congressional hearing? Where have you heard that all these new countries that need their independence, that they are having a congressional hearing in the US? You have never heard of it, right? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You see, there is one idiot here that is writing on the comment section. He says CRC is in charge. You see how stupid and foolish you are. The same way you were saying Ngozi is in charge. That is why I'm here for you people. The people that you see that are going to US Congress, that are putting Biafra on the table, you see them with your eye, but because of what? Hatred, because of evil mind, because of backstabbing and jealousy. Yes. Because of backstabbing and jealousy, evil, hatred, you cannot applaud those that are doing things and making things happen. If it was Orabufulani that was going to US Congress to make things happen, I would have clapped for her. If it was your CRC nonsense group that was going to US Congress to make things happen, I would have clapped for her. But you see, none of these people have anything to offer. No. They only come because of what? Hatred. They stand up because of hatred. Backstabbing, pride, ego, backstabbing, jealousy. That why must it be Nkere? APM. Why must it be you? Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, when he was here, he put this US congressional meeting into your hand. So why must it be you? They want to fight him and say, everywhere is you. You are the finance minister. You are the one going to US Congress. You are the one meeting the senators. So why must it be you, Okenkere? You see? You see? That is why Mazi Gaddafi. I go kill yourself because you don't tell. I don't see you online. See you. You're writing here, say, longest time. Biafrans need you now. The fact that you fought for Biafra long before, it has come to reality. So come and protect what you know that your prime minister built. Come out now and join hands to make sure nothing spoil. Come and fight the enemies of Biafra. Bring the best out of you. Yes, it is time that all of you that have been on the fence and hiding come out from where you have been, okay? Gaddafi, you are one of them. So you have seen where the template that your prime minister built has gone to. You have seen that the APM, Honorable Okechukwu Nkere, His Excellency, has taken us to a greater stage now. Now, you see where we are. We are going into a congressional hearing where we will sit down in Washington, D.C., U.S. Congress House. We will be putting Biafra as a debate on the table. The same way that the National Assembly of Nigeria debated on Biafra for 3 weeks before they decided to go and lobby the U.S., to go and lobby the EU and Finland MPs, president and prime ministers and governors, and the court to be able to imprison our prime minister so that they will stop Biafra. That is what we are going to do in Washington, D.C. U.S. congressional hearing. So I was about to explain something before I was distracted. I said this Attorney Dabiri, let me read something about this Attorney Dabiri to some of you that may not know. They say, notably, Attorney Dabiri served as the long-term legal counsel for Libya's long-time leader, Mohammed al-Gaddafi, and played a critical role in assisting the government of Libya in reaching a $2.7 billion settlement of the Lucky B case, which allowed for the removal of both the United Nations and the U.S. economic sanctions against Libya, and the establishment of diplomatic relations between Libya and the United States. The lawsuit accuses, okay, this is the lawsuit that went on. So we're not going into the lawsuit. I just had to give you a little recap of Attorney Dabiri. So he's not a kwe attorney. This Attorney Dabiri that you see here, no be kwe attorney. Now attorney that represent countries and nations. So anybody wey do mistake, come begin dey call this attorney criminal. Hey, you don't enter one chance. Now the mistake wey Ngozi don do be that. Ngozi don do mistake, e come enter one chance. Come dey call this attorney wey dey here criminal. Come dey call everything wey prime minister put in place. This is the man that has made this thing to be possible. This attorney here and this lobbies here, they are the one that is taking Biafra to this point. I think at this point I have to play the video where they promise that they will be the eye of BRGIE in Washington, D.C. And today they have fulfilled it. So when you now see Orabufulani calling these noble men criminals, that means she made a very big mistake. She did not know where she is. She thought that it is business as usual. Now the mistake where she made be that. So look at them here when they were giving you their words that they will be your eye in Washington, D.C. Listen now.
He has done this with opening diplomatic liaison offices around the world. And I think by establishing a proper Biafran lobby in Washington, D.C., the prime minister has delivered his master stroke. And if you can look at the Nigerian media and the social media, you will see that this is something that's been highly publicized. And I think this is because they understand the moment that the United States starts to gain more support for the Biafran cause, it will be a game changer. Because when the United States leads, other countries follow. Congressman Moran and myself are your voice to the US Congress, your voice to the White House, your voice to the State Department, your voice to the highest offices in this great land. And we will not stop until victory is achieved. Long live a free, independent.
Now, did you hear what they said? They said they are the voice of BRGI in the White House. They are the voice and the eye and the mouth of BRGI of Biafra in Washington, D.C. They will be the eye. They will speak to the U.S. community. They will speak to the U.S. government. They will present Biafra. They will make sure the U.S. Congress sits down, debate, and discuss about Biafra. Are they not delivering? They are delivering. That is why you now see what we see here now. Now you can see that they have delivered. They are delivering on their mandate. They are delivering on their mandate. When you listen to what Prime Minister constituted for us, and then you listen to the lobbies, then you listen to those that are working to destroy what Prime Minister built for us, then I laugh. All right, so like I said, this is BRGI Media, and we are here to tell you what the Biafran Republic government in exile have brought in and what they are ready to do for Biafra. Still on the template and the legacy and the blueprint of what our Prime Minister built. Finland, Nigeria made a very big mistake of pronouncing imprisonment of 6 years to our Prime Minister. You did not know what you did, but you helped to make Biafra a global stage. And that is where we are now. Remember that in the publications of the acting Prime Minister, when he replied to Finland court a few days ago, he said, let me get the publication. The acting Prime Minister said a few days ago, when he replied to Finland government on the detention, on the imprisonment of our Prime Minister, he made a statement. And he said that he will make sure, he will make sure what happens. He will make sure that we press on. He will make sure we press on the U.S. government, the Washington, D.C. government, to see that the recognition of Biafra is achieved. This is not what I need. This one is about Orabufulani. I'm going to the publications of the APM, where he made it known to, the Nigerian terrorist government and Finland that we are going to press on to make sure U.S. government takes over from where Finland have done, because Finland actually helped to push us to the global stage. So now, the acting Prime Minister vowed to do what? To make sure he pressurize the U.S. government to see that they take up Biafra in Washington, D.C. to a greater stage. Yes, I'm looking for that very part. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Are you getting the message now? There it is going. Do you now understand the message of the acting Prime Minister? Do you now understand the message of the acting Prime Minister now? Look at the message of the acting Prime Minister there. Nkere said that BRGIA will intensify international lobbying effort, particularly in Washington, D.C., to draw attention to the Biafran cause. framing that Ekpa's conviction as part of a broader attempt to silence dissenting voices. Are you getting the point? And he also assured Biafrans that BRGI or Biafrans worldwide to remain steadfast, describing the case as evidence that their agitation for self-determination is gaining global attention. Are you getting the message now? Okay. These were the promises and the reply that the acting prime minister replied and gave to Finland and also to Nigeria after they made their pronouncement on the 1st of September. These were the exact words as a reply of the acting prime minister. And now, without mincing words, you can see that the acting prime minister has kept to those words. Yes, he has kept to those words. That is why you are now seeing this next stage of what is happening in Washington, D.C. You see, there is this thing that you call consistency personified. Men of steel, men that are going forward, not men that are going forward and then shrinking and then running backward. No, where they are going is forward, 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 not looking back. So please, screenshot this, create this publicity, and let it be viral on every platform. TikTok, Social, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere you know that you can create the awareness. Call your friends and family and tell them that American US Congress government, the lawmakers of America, they are about to sit down and have a congressional hearing about Biafra. So if you are opportune to come over, come over. But if you are not part of BRGI, you will not be able to have access to the event hall, okay? Because we don't just admit monkeys. Yes, monkeys that sit on the fence and they are asking, will this their Biafra have any sense? When they sit down and wait, when they see any progress, they want to jump to come and collect glory. No, not be so. No. Until when we see that you are into what we are going through, you have sacrificed a lot, and then you are sacrificing for Biafra people, then we will accept you to enter into some places, because we have faced series of sabotage. At this point, we don't allow everybody to go to anywhere. Everybody don't go to anywhere. Now just specified persons go to somewhere. All right, that is that. And let me go to the topic of this very broadcast now. I salute all Biafrans. I salute the heroes of Biafra, the heroes of 1929, 45, 54, 55, 56, 67 to 70s. Heroes that stood side by side with Wazirike to fight for Biafra, and those that also stood side by side to fight with our Supreme Leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Even though many of them have faced so much betrayal, I salute the heroes that are in the Biafra Defense Forces fighting till today. I salute our women and children who sacrifice their lives for Biafra in different ways. I salute all of you sacrificing with your money, your energy, your resources, and everything that you have. I salute all of you. Let your grace be multiplied, and let your strength be multiplied also. I salute the entire BRGI cabinet, the reps and admins, de facto government in the homeland, Biafra Defense Forces. I salute all of you. Yes. Now, Orabufulani is crying everywhere. I made a broadcast few days to PM's appearance on the 1st of September in court. And in that broadcast, I opened the Pandora box to show you how Orabufulani Ngozi have worked so hard to destroy BRGI, to destroy Biafra Defense Forces, and to destroy the Biafra Restoration, where she used her mouth to confess. I also showed you where she planted a spy inside the BDF Defense Headquarters. Mind you, from 17th of September 2024, she had publicly declared that Biafra Defense Forces are criminals, that they are traitors, they are kidnappers, they are fraudulent, that she has nothing to do with them. And she declared that she is going to form her own army, which she will call USB Army. Since then, of 17th of December, she is forming a group. I will show you the group that she formed, but yet she continues to do so much to infiltrate the Biafra Defense Forces in order to sabotage them and to destroy them. On the 14th of August, or 16 or thereabout, when she heard that Biafra Defense Forces have been poisoned and many of them have been killed, that they have been taken over, which has been her plan, it was her work, using Commander Thunder, as she called the person. She brought the Commander Thunder. He came and talked all manners of trash on the media. And then she wrote a memo and splitted it on the media that she is sending takeover for people to go and take over the central command of General Igwe Butuzo, the Chief of Defense Staff of Biafra. She's sending people to go and take over General Gento, General Wama, General Liquid Metal, and all the generals. She called all their names. She says she's sending people to go and take over their camps, hoping that Biafra Defense Forces have all been wiped out and that they have all been massacred, like she was given the information. She was given the information that they have all been poisoned, that they have all been massacred. So she was very happy. She jumped in and wrote a memo and said she is redeploying people to those barracks and from those barracks to wherever she wanted. Ask this same person. On the 17th of December, you said you have nothing to do with General Igwe Butuzo. You have nothing to do with Biafra Defense Forces, that they do not represent you, that they are criminals, they are traitors, they are this, they are that, that you are forming your own army. You form your own army. According to you, you form a Bubagu army, but yet you now continue to go about looking for ways and manners to destroy Biafra Defense Forces. Let us go in-depthly into this program of the day. I want to bring some things to the screen so that all of you will ask Alimatu Abubakar, what are you doing and why are you going this way? First of all, let me show you the Biafra Defense Forces that you know. And then I will now show you Alimatu Abubakar, a group of Ibubagu terrorists that she has recruited. So the question is, you have recruited your terrorist groups. What do you now still want to do with the Biafra Defense Forces? Why can't you let them be? These are Biafra Defense Forces that you see on the screen. These are Biafra Defense Forces that you see on the screen. This was their unveiling and launching parade. The question now is, you said you have nothing to do with Biafra Defense Forces. Since on the 17th of December, it was a public statement that you made. Why do you now still continue to infiltrate them to find a way to destroy them? What is your business with the Biafra Defense Forces? Since you have recruited your own, you said you will recruit your own. You later went and recruited. And now, let me bring our own groups of recruitment that she did. For some of you that are not even aware, she has her own groups of recruitment that she did. which we don't have any problem with that. But the question is, why don't you concentrate with these groups of riffraffs that you brought about? What do you now still have to do with the Biafra Defense Forces that every time you want to go to Biafra Defense Forces to cause one problem and another? Every time you want to go to Biafra Defense Force, every time you want to go to where there is Biafra Defense Force, why not you just concentrate on your own game that you are playing, which has been working for you? Wetin you dey go do for Biafra Defense Forces? Again, why can't you let them be? This is the Biafra Defense Forces that all of you know. Now, let us go to Alimatu Abubakar group. This is Alimatu Abubakar group. This is the group that Alimatu Abubakar unveiled. Are you seeing it? This is her own group that she unveiled. I believe all of you can see the differences. You see, they even carry baby. You see Alimatu Abubakar group? They even carry baby and say they are doing parade. These are the groups of Ebubagu and big belle women and children that Alimatu Abubakar brought together. So with all this, we did not go to disturb Alimatu Abubakar. We allowed her and gave her time to enjoy herself. So why can't she just let Biafra Defense Forces to be? Why? How is it so hard that you can't allow Biafra Defense Forces to be? What offense have they committed that you cannot let them be? You are doing everything possible to bring down the Biafra Defense Forces. I believe all of you can see the differences. This is Alimatu Abubakar group of security and Bubagu and whether it's Odokachi group that she formed and call it USB military group. But she is not satisfied with this USB military group. She wants to come and destroy the Biafra Defense Forces. That is why every minute, every second that she stays, she is not okay seeing that the Biafra Defense Forces are waxing strong, that they are doing exploits and they are moving on. All she really wants is to see that she brings down the Biafra Defense Forces, sink them from A to Z, and let them become worthless. After she tried destroying Biafra Defense Forces like this, and she did not succeed, everybody should look at this. Oh. Now, this was on the 16th of August. On the 16th of August, this same woman here, Alimatu Abubakar, aka Orabufulani, when she heard that Biafra Defense Forces have all died, that they have poisoned them and they are no more, she now decided to send her men to go and finish the job. Look at what she did here. That she's sending people to go and take over General Gento camp. She's sending people to go and take over General Butuzo camp. She's sending people to go and take over General B44 camp. She's sending people to go and take over General Wam camp. She's sending people to go and take over Akpo camp. She's sending people to go and take over Double camp. She's taking people to go and take over Obubenyi camp. Are you all listening? Are you all seeing it? Why can't she just focus with our own group of the Bubagu that she created? How is it so hard for her to understand? that you have to focus with the Bubagu group. Every day you sleep and wake up. If Ngozi is not tweeting about Butuzo, she's tweeting about Gento. Why? Because she has tried everything within her power to destroy the Biafra Defense Forces since after convention in 2024. But all to no avail. Everybody should ask Ngozi, Ngozi, what happened that you wrote this useless message here? What happened? The day you wrote this useless message was on the 16th. Everybody can see there. 16th of August. 16th of August. The news that Biafra Defense Forces are all dead and they were poisoned came out on the 14th, which her commander Thunder told her that he has finished the job by killing all of them and poisoning all of them. Then, on this very 16th, she came out and said she's sending people, she made this publication public that she's sending people to go and take over the camp and the barracks of General Butuzo. She's thinking that Butuzo is dead because that is what they told her. They told her that they have killed Butuzo. They have poisoned Butuzo. They have poisoned and killed Gento. They have poisoned and killed BT-44. They have poisoned and killed Uwam. They have poisoned and killed Akpo. They have poisoned and killed Double. So her jubilation is that what she wanted has happened. What she planned, that they have done it. So she wants to now go and take over the Biafra Defense Forces. Is this the USB army that you say you are going to form? You form your USB army, and here they are on the screen. Here they are on the screen, what you formed. So why still now going to find a way to destroy the Biafra Defense Forces again? Why don't you concentrate with this your group? I want Biafrans to look at this. What are the similarities between these two videos that I have showed you? This video of Orabufulani boys that are marching and doing parade, even with baby in their hands. And the Biafra Defense Forces videos here, which all of you know and saw the day that Biafra Defense Forces were unveiled. Here they are. You can see how gallant they are. I'm asking you a pertinent question. What are the similarities? What are the similarities between the Biafra Defense Forces and Ngozi USB group of touts? So it's like the people that she gave money to Caterpillar. Caterpillar deceived her and told her, go and destroy more than what you can. Destroy, turn everything upside down. Don't listen to anybody. Do it. That all the men that have been in Biafra liberation before, that they have been useless. That is what Butuzo, Caterpillar told Ngozi. That is what Caterpillar told Ngozi. That it is her time. Let her do as she can and let her do what she wants to do now. She should not listen to anybody and look back. That is why she came. She brought a template to come and destroy and turn upside down the Biafra Defense Forces, and then General Igwe Butuzo said, no, it can't happen. Then she said she's going to go and form her own army. That was why she said she has nothing to do with Biafra Defense Forces on the 17th of December 2024. She wrote it as a public memo. Then she came out now to now showcase these are groups of the people she said these are our own conscripted army. So now that you have gotten your conscripted army, why don't you focus on your conscripted army? Why is it that you will sleep and wake up, you come and shout Butu's name? What is your boys and your women and your girls and your spies still doing in Butuzo camp? If you have nothing to do with Butuzo, why do you still plant your spies inside Butuzo camp that you will always be coming out to come and cry and say, see what Butuso is doing, see whatever Butuso is doing, how does that concern you? Why don't you come out and be giving report about your own group of what they are doing? Butuso group that you have nothing to do with them. How come you are now getting message? Why don't you come and be giving report of this your group here that carry baby, wear masks and wear slippers? Some of them are even standing there barefooted. Then they snap photo and send to you. Look at somebody that you showcase to your group. I wonder the people that are even in your groups listening to you, how demented they are. Look at them, look at them, look at them, with babies in their hand. They did this and you use it and then circulate it in the media. What a shame. Is this how you want to ridicule Biafra? Thank God you saw the partiality in the Biafra Defense Forces videos that I showed to you. So you should have focused on this group of people that you have brought about here, not to come into BDF again.
Biafra is only asked for. Every night and day he's shouting and pointing to one direction. But his own people are blind and saying it's causing division. Tell me why someone who sacrificed his life for you and I? Tell me why out of sight has become out of our mind. He's asking for nothing and cares about not for these people emancipation. No. But there is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. In the morning sun will rise. There is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. The morning sun will rise. He doesn't care about nothing and abandon his family. Yeah. Oh. Take your time and think what he's going through. He doesn't want to give up but to protect you. Even when they throw him African juju. Oh no, yeah. Oh. Freedom the cannon now. Let me hear you sing. Freedom the cannon now.
So everybody should go and ask Orabufulani what is our problem with BDF. Is it that the only work that Nigeria sent her to come and do was to see and make sure that Biafra Defense Forces is destroyed? Is that the only work that was given to you? Ha. I laugh. Honestly, I laugh. I laugh and I laugh and I continue to laugh. Now, let us go to show you what Orabufulani is doing. Orabufulani said that you don't need recognition of Biafra in diaspora. And that is why she made it bold when she told some of you that you should go and attack and destroy the Biafra recognition, the Biafra restoration by the Biafra lobbyists. You see? She told you that you must go and work against and destroy the Biafra recognition by the Biafran lobbies. That is why, after she made all of you to start attacking and destroying the effort of the Biafra lobbies, so listen to how Orabufulani is doing a Biafra recognition in northern Nigeria. She told all of you that you should not support Biafra recognition in Washington, D.C., that you don't need Biafra recognition in Washington, D.C. for the foolish followers of Orabufulani. That is because she's not the one in charge. Oh. Had it been she was the one in charge, she would have upheld it. But because she sees that she's not the one in charge, she tell you that she will stop every attempt, every attempt. Mhm. At every attempt for Biafra restoration, that she would destroy it. So that is why she has galvanized many of your brains into believing that you don't need Biafra recognition in Washington, D.C. and in any other country. But yet, she now went ahead to see how many of you are foolish that are following her. She now went to northern Nigeria to go and look for the same Biafra recognition in the hands of some northern youth. She went and assembled northern youth, put them all together, and tell you that she is seeking Biafra recognition. So the same person that told you you don't need Biafra recognition in Washington, D.C. is the same person now that went to northern Nigeria, paid this youth, told them to stage manage this nonsense that you see here. They put their face on the screen. Mind you, NCWS is a Nigerian club. What are they advocating for? They are advocating for National Council of Women Societies of Nigeria. Are you getting the point now? So, Orabufulani with one leg, she will come out and tell you she is your DPM in Biafra. Then, with other leg, she is a political party player, a political icon, a politician in Nigeria party. She is advocating for women to be integrated into the Nigerian political parties in Nigeria. Who did it to some of you? Who did this to some of you? Who did this? Who did this? How can some of you be so dumb? Because he will come out on Saturday and will sit down. All of you will be clapping for her. DPM, Madam DPM, Madam DPM. When she finished Madam DPM, she now goes back to Nigerian Council of Women Societies for One Nigeria. What is the sole aim and objective? The sole aim and objective is that it is an umbrella established for women or women to advocate for women to now have a right to vote and be reintegrated into the Nigerian politics. So it's all about Nigerian politics. You're canvassing for one Nigeria to continue. Are you getting the message now? So she is using some of you to play Nigerian politics. And she now says she is doing Biafra recognition. She is getting she is getting the she is getting the Kwara youth. She's getting the Kwara youth and making the Kwara youth to protest for Biafra. In which century? Who arranged the Kwara youth? So this is how Ngozi is seeking her own Biafra recognition. Arranging Kwara youth in northern Nigeria. You arrange youth in northern Nigeria, and then you bring them up, and then you're using them to do political campaign for yourself in Nigeria to become relevant in Nigeria, and then you carry Biafra and put inside. And then you say you are seeking Biafra recognition in Nigeria. The same Biafra recognition that you say that the BRGI under Okenkere does not need to seek Biafra recognition in Washington, D.C. If you say BRGI don't need to seek Biafra recognition in Washington, D.C., why did you have to go and register your USB group in America? Why? Why didn't you go and register your USB group in Nigeria? As you rightly went back to your NCWSC group to go and use them to do political campaign for Nigeria, deceiving people that you're doing it for Biafra. The NCWNC group is a group that is advocating for one Nigeria existence. Nasri El-Rufai's son today said he is tired of one Nigeria and he is rejecting the ideology of one Nigeria. That is what Nasri El-Rufai's son said, a former governor's son of Kaduna, a chieftain of Boko Haram, who told all of you that we know where the terrorists are. We listen to their conversations, we watch them, we have their phone numbers, we know where they are, but we cannot bomb them because we are protecting their women and children. He said they have to consider the rules of engagement, where Fulani terrorists are. But where there are Biafrans, they will say go and kill them. Where there are unarmed citizens carrying flag and placards protesting for the existence of Nigeria, for betterment of Nigeria, they will say go and kill them. So if the son of El-Rufai, Kaduna State's former governor, an ardent terrorist leader of Boko Haram, is telling you that he is rejecting the ideology of one Nigeria and oneness of one Nigeria, Ngozi Orabufulani, who claims to be some of your DPMs, because she is DPMs to some of your null head. She is advocating for women to participate in Nigerian politics, in Nigeria election. She is canvassing for election of 2027 now. This is what people need to understand. From this publicity that Ngozi did, Ngozi was making publicity to bring the women of Nigeria together for them to get ready for 2027 elections of Nigeria. For them to know that they have a say and they have a stand, that they can vote, they can participate in the election of one Nigeria in 2027. This is the Ngozi that you people say, this is the Ngozi that you people say is your DPM, is fighting for Biafra. This is the Ngozi that is coming out to come and attack Biafra Defense Forces. This is the Ngozi that stole Biafra database and then took it away. This is the Ngozi that told you that if anybody make one step to get Biafra restoration, she would take 5 steps to destroy it. Are you getting the point? And all of you are not reasoning. All of you are not listening. you are jumping and going after her. Look at her here. She told you pop and plain. Anytime anybody makes one step to restore Biafra or Biafra recognition, she will take 5 steps to destroy it. Why? She would take 5 steps to destroy it because she was not for Biafra. She was for one Nigeria. She came here for one Nigeria. She came here to uphold the integrity of one Nigeria. That is why she made it very clear that any moment, any time, the lobbies and the attorney and BDF and BRJ makes one step to restore Biafra, to get Biafra recognition, she would take 5 steps to destroy every effort. So when all of you now see her here in Kwara State, using Biafra to brainwash some of you, and then in broad daylight, she is going to go and play one Nigeria political campaign. They use her face to do NCWS. Some of you that do not know what NCWS is, let me see if I will open it for you to see in a different way. NCWS of Nigeria. NCWS of Nigeria. NCWS of Nigeria. You people should come and see. Come and see. NCWS of Nigeria. What it stands for? It is for the continuity of Nigeria. This is NCWS. Unity in diversity, empowering women together in one Nigeria. Can you all see it on the screen? Make una watch and well. NCWSC, what does it mean? Unity of Nigeria in diversity, empowering women together for what? For one Nigeria. That all women have to come together and wear Nigeria uniform and participate and vote to make sure one Nigeria continues. That is what NCWLC of Ngozi Orabufulani means. So she now saw that there are some weak cells that have worked well with them and their brains have been damaged. So she now brought them together and told all of you, NCWSC, National what? Council for Women Empowerment. The mission statement is there. Empower women and make them participate in election of one Nigeria. We stand together to amplify the voices of Nigerian women. Can you see it on the screen? We stand together to amplify the voices of Nigerian women. So we must work for one Nigeria. This is the DPM that all of you have. All of you Mkpuru followers of Ngozi Orabufulani. This is the DPM that you are following. You are contributing money to her. She's using the money to donate to people in Kwara State and then use them to do political campaign. Chai! Who did this to you? You see, there is one thing. When you backstabbing, hatred, and jealousy, envy has entered you, God will allow you to go and join the enemies of Biafra to disgrace yourself. That is why some of you that are well-to-do, because you hated Sonny, because you hated Obatobie, because you hated Nkere, the APM. You rather go and join Nigeria to be fighting with Nigeria against Biafra. Are you getting the point? This is the point here. The National Council of Women's Society of Nigeria is Nigeria's premier umbrella organization that brings together women groups and associations across the country. Founded in 1958. NCWS has consistently championed the cause of Nigerian women, advocating for gender equity, social justice, and inclusive national development. So it is about One Nigeria agenda. Yes, keep One Nigeria together, make One Nigeria to progress, make Nigeria to be upheld, and make Nigeria to be heard everywhere. While you come back and you are deceiving your Mumu people and say you are fighting for Biafra. When they donate money to you, you take the money, you go and give it to One Nigeria youth in Kwara State. Are you getting the point? Everything about this is to transform the society of Nigeria. It is to make Nigeria a better place. It is to make Nigeria to become good. It is not to make anything Biafra. No. Our Prime Minister, when you hear him, he tells you, I have nothing to do with Nigeria. All I have to do is with Biafra. Are you getting the point? But what this woman is doing is that divert the attention of the gullibles, put in Nigeria, and then come back and say they are working for Biafra. Who is NCWSC? NCWSC works to champion One Nigeria cause, to make One Nigeria to go forward, to make One Nigeria to stand strong, to make sure every woman in Nigeria participate and promote Nigeria election, to make Nigeria election to go far. You see? So that is Madam Orabufulani for you. And it be like say, they don't come out from the group, but she still they use the group old banner. They deceive people. Because that is what she's good at. Everything in this thing is about oneness of Nigeria. Oneness of Nigeria. Oneness of Nigeria. Oneness of Nigeria. So, Nimburu Miri followers of Orabufulani, have you people now understood that Ngozi is doing USB charger recognition? USB charger recognition is what she is doing in Northern Nigeria. This is the campaign of the USB charger recognition. She wants, wait, when this man is talking, you will hear what they want. They will make you to understand that they want unity of one Nigeria, make Nigeria one, make it indivisible, and to fight for the prosperity of Nigeria, for Nigeria to remain together. Listen to them all. This is the campaign of Ngozi.
Mainly a part of we local government area, or Zamfara State, or Katsina State, particularly northwest part of the country. So complete resolution mechanism, establish effective complete resolution mechanisms to address disputes and promote peace. Number 3, human rights education. Now we are going to see the knowledge of human rights. Already you know the fundamental human rights. The knowledge for human rights or education of human rights, educating community about their own human rights and promoting a culture of respect and dignity. Number 4, or the last one, government accountability. Holding government accountable for protecting human rights and promoting transparency and accountability. That was our this paper concern. Then we are going to see the conclusion. So now we are going to conclude our presentation for today about title or lecture message of our leaders of tomorrow. We are going to conclude this presentation by God's grace for this evening, inshallah. Under my conclusion, let me see the first paragraph, which states that promoting peace and human rights in Nigeria requires a multifaceted.
Promoting peace and human rights in Nigeria. This is the campaign of Ngozi. Promoting peace and human rights in Nigeria. She don't want to come and promote peace and human rights in Biafra or America. Her sole aim and objective is to promote peace and human rights in Nigeria so that Nigeria will remain as one. Umu Okoko that are listening to Ngozi Orabufulani. Ngozi's aim and objective is to promote peace and human rights in Nigeria, not to promote peace and human rights in Biafra or America or you. Promote peace and human rights in Nigeria for one Nigeria to continue. Umokoko, now they listen. Okay.
Paragraph which states that promoting peace and human rights in Nigeria requires a multifaceted approach that addresses the root causes of conflicts and promotes understanding, empathy, and respect for human dignity. By working together,
all this is for Nigeria. All this is for Nigeria. It is not for Biafra. All this is for Nigeria. Everything that they are saying here is for the betterment of Nigeria. It has nothing to do with the betterment of Biafra. It is for Nigeria's existence.
Please, my colleague, lifting this carefully. By working together, we
listen. The guy wants to stress the point that is very important. He said, listen to this, my colleagues. By working together, listen to what he's going to tell you. Listen to this, my colleagues. By working together, listen to.
Lifting this carefully. By working together, we can create a more just and peaceful society for all Nigerians.
We can create a harmonious and peaceful society for all Nigerians. We can create harmonious and peaceful society for all Nigerians. So, you see the people that told you people they went for political recognition, Usbcharger recognition in Northern Nigeria. They have to work harmoniously to promote a peaceful society of Nigeria, for oneness of Nigeria, for one Nigeria to exist. You can see her face. They put her face there to use it to do the campaign. And she used it to deceive you people, foolish ones. So you people have been donating money to Ngozi to go and use the money and pay to Northern Nigeria youth to organize one room of about 20 people. 20 people inside one room. 20 people inside one room, and then they use them to say they are doing recognition of Biafra for you. Chai! Our former, when I shame, they shame me. Honestly. Pharmacist Diana, when I shame, they shame me. Which other one again? Ulo Obonna, when I shame, they shame me. I think say some of you there for America when I get sense. Now I know say when I no get sense, honestly. Now just they speak your grammar, your grammar in America. But sense no day. Nothing like real number 6 inside here. Nothing. Now contribute money, give Ngozi. When I go do USB charger recognition in northern Nigeria. Una go assemble some youth inside one room. They stage manage video and say they are doing USB charger recognition. So this is what will give you Biafra. When you are here talking about the existence and the continuity of one Nigeria, harmoniously working together to make one Nigeria insulable. Chai! Ikako, honestly.
If we have unity, or if we are united, if we are not in diversity, so that we can make Nigeria once, or we
Nigeria, if we are in unity, if we are in oneness, if we are not in diversity, so that we can make Nigeria as one. This is the political campaign that Ngozi is doing. And Ngozi get mine to post this thing. Honestly, she get mine. Her followers, they're very useless. All the people in her group that call themselves ministers and secretary, they are very useless, honestly. If you hear of useless people, now the group of people who follow Ngozi are them useless parts. They are doing harmony for one Nigeria. One Nigeria. And they are using Biafra to do the campaign.
or if we are united, if we are not in diversity.
If we are united, if we are not in diversity. So now it's telling you if we are not in diversity, that means if we are not talking about Biafra, if we are not talking about Yoruba, if we are not talking about Arewa, then we will work to make Nigeria to become one. When somebody is telling you if we are not talking about diversity, that is what it means. The person is invariably telling you that you should not talk about Biafra, you should not talk about Oduduwa, you should not talk about Arewa, you should not talk about Ambazonia, you should not talk about Boko Haram, that you should force everybody into one fold, just like the Nigerian colonial masters, Britain, forcefully colonized us, amalgamated us together against our will. That's what it's telling you. That when you don't talk about all those things, you will make Nigeria to become one.
So that we can make Nigeria once, or we can.
So that we can make Nigeria one. Nigeria, these are the people that Ngozi gathered and used Biafra money that some foolish Biafrans contributed and gave to her, and said they are using it to do Biafra recognition in northern Nigeria. Assemble them. They do banner, they put their face, and they carry NCWS banner and put there. And they tell you that they are doing this campaign for Ngozi to get Biafra recognition. And they are telling you, they are teaching you everything that you have to do to make Nigeria one, to put Nigeria one, so that Nigeria cannot be destroyed. And people are there clapping for Ngozi tomorrow. Listen very well, oh.
Or if we are united, if we are not in diversity, so that we can make Nigeria once. Or
if we are not in diversity, so that we can make Nigeria one. This is the sole aim of Ngozi. Continue to canvass for one Nigeria, make Nigeria one, make Nigeria to continue to stand, not to see Biafra. Chai.
we can make all Nigerians at once.
So that we can make all Nigerians at one. So that we can make Nigeria one. So that Nigeria will not be destroyed, because their sole aim is what? Unity. Unity in diversity. That is what they will tell you. That is what they will tell you. Look at what they put on the website of the NCWSA. Look at what they put there. They say unity in diversity, empowering women together in Nigeria. Unity in diversity, deceiving the people in diversity, bringing the people together in diversity, deceiving them, and say that it is all for oneness of one Nigeria. Are you getting the point? So when the guy was saying unity in diversity, that we will make Nigeria as one, he's not making a mistake. He is reading the motto and the mandate of the NCWS to their followers, because that is what Ngozi told them to do. But people that are in Ngozi group, they are still following this nonsense. And every day they are still calling Ngozi their DPM madam. Where and when did you see that our prime minister, or where and when did you see that our APM is doing this kind of political party campaign in Nigeria? And he is in a political campaign group in Nigeria where they are promoting one Nigeria. They are promoting the existence of one Nigeria. They are bringing Nigerians together to make sure Nigeria is not broken, that they want Nigeria to continue as one Nigeria without being destroyed. Where? This video is not 2024. This video is this August, we just passed, 2025. So if at this point, Ngozi is showing all of you all these things, and then your eye is not open, then that means you have a problem.
In diversity, so that we can make Nigeria one, or we can make...
So that you can make Nigeria one for Ngozi. This was the campaign.
All Nigerians at once, to be united.
To be united.
Okay?
To be united, for them to remain one, so that you don't destroy them, you don't turn everything upside down. That is what they want to.
Working together, we can create a more just and peaceful society for all Nigerians. If we have unity, or if we are united, if we are not in diversity, so that we can make Nigeria once, or we can make all Nigerians at once, to be united. Okay? We can create a more just and peaceful society for all Nigerians. If we have unity, or if we are united, if we are not in diversity, so that we can make Nigeria once, or we can make all Nigerians at once, to be united. We can create a more just and peaceful society for all Nigerians. If we have unity, or if we are united, if we are not in diversity, so that we can make Nigeria once, or we can make all Nigerians at once.
Is it making sense to you? 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 Hey, oh my God. Chai. There is another idiot here on the comment section. He said that they are forming alliance with Hausa and Oduduwa. Chai. Ndisiochi, you can also come and defend her. Yes, because you are as dumb as a dodo. You are forming alliance with Hausa. You are forming alliance with Yoruba. Hausa that has already been conquered by Fulani terrorists. What can Hausa do for you that you are forming alliance with Hausa? Hausa as helpless as the last person in Nigeria. You're forming alliance with Hausa, and your alliance with Hausa is to come and preach one Nigeria, that you can make Nigeria to remain one. You see how stupid you are? That you have to make Nigeria to remain one. You have to make Nigeria to remain one. Does Hausa and Biafra have the same ideology? Is Biafra talking for Nigeria to remain as one? Or Biafra is talking for Nigeria to be scattered and destroyed? That is what Biafra is looking for. Biafra is looking for a separation, a breakaway. So Hausa is not looking for a breakaway of Nigeria. Hausa is looking for one Nigeria. So you see, when you try to defend nonsense, you end up shooting yourself on the leg.
To be united. Okay? We are calling Nigeria government. We are calling Nigerian government, or we are calling government of Nigeria.
So you're calling Tinubu
under the president or under the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to recognize United States of Biafra and release their leader, which that great leader called as.
Now look at people that will call for the release of Martin Namdekan. Look at the people that will call for Tinubu to now recognize United States of Biafra. These people that have not been able to eat 1 square meal in a day. People that have not been able to eat 1 square meal in a day. They are the ones that are now the lawmakers of Nigeria to now call for the recognition of Biafra. And you are calling on Tinubu. The same Tinubu is the person that connived with Europe and Finland government and their court to jail Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. With some of you that are Biafrans that are also working with Nigerian government, just like this Orabufulani Ngozi, who is here in a sheep clothing, wearing Biafra, and then she will go back and then go and wear the wolf cloth and will be wearing Nigeria color. She will finish wearing Biafra color here now. She will go inside the other room and then wear Nigeria color. And we'll be going there to go and shout, one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. So you are enjoying yourself. That you people can have harmonious society when you don't talk about diversity, when you don't allow diversity to play in as a tool, when you harmonize diversity, when you turn everybody into one Nigeria, when you make Nigeria to remain as one, and you are preaching to Mumu people. Ngozi really went for Usbcharger recognition in Northern Nigeria. Yes, she did it. This is the Usbcharger recognition in Northern Nigeria that she went for. So, with this, after you see her do this one here, canvassing for one Nigeria, for the unity of one Nigeria, at the end of the day, they will now use at the end and say, we are calling on Nigeria to recognize Biafra. After you have preached one Nigeria first, you say that one Nigeria should be allowed to exist. One Nigeria should be allowed to stand. There should be unity in diversity. They should not allow anybody to be pushed out and then this, that, that. We should work for the unity of one Nigeria. Then at the end of the day, you now say, we are calling on Bola Ahmed Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu, to recognize Biafra, recognize United States of Biafra of Orabufulani Ngozi group. So the work that we are doing in Washington, D.C. is not important. It is this one that Orabufulani just did here now in Northern Nigeria with this youth that they hired into one room. This youth that they hired into one room, they put Ngozi photo on the wall and then do this one-room political campaign. This is the one that will give you a Usbcharger, Biafra. The one that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa prepared and put in Washington, D.C. here, all of you say it can never work. It will not work. This one that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa prepared and put in Washington, D.C. All of you evil people say it cannot work. You will not allow it to work. But the one that you go and do in Northern Nigeria, you say that is the one that will give you Biafra. Chai! Backstabbing, evil, envy, hatred. That is what is keeping all of you blind. It's because you are not the one in charge, right? So you want to destroy. Just listen to this one. Listen to this one.
Elias, come close, let me tell you. Stay away from Biafra. You can't succeed. Elias, come close, let me tell you. Stay away from Biafra, you can't succeed.
Do you see all of them? Generational illiterate. You see them? Where is the other one? The other Mary. Let me bring the other Mary on. These are the people telling you that what Prime Minister Simon Ekpa put in place will not work, but the one that they are doing in northern Nigeria is what will work because of what their envy, evil, hatred, and backstabbing. Look at this.
Ex-Brigadier cabinet members, the criminal lobbyists that are parading with them in the name of trying to restore Biafra. Biafra's already stopped them on their track. That is why they don't go. They can't move anywhere, not when some of us. Not when some of us. So the Nigerian government, I promise you today, the money you are giving to the is a waste because they cannot go anywhere. They can't go far. Once they take one step, we are taking 5 steps ahead of them. Ex-Brigadier.
Did you hear it? Once BRGI takes one step, they are going to take 5 steps ahead to destroy. Nayera, she is going to go and defend it in court for all that she has done and destroyed. You're calling the attorney Dabiri and Elias criminals. You think that it is Sonny that you will call criminal anyhow and get away with it? No, go and defend it in court. So, with all this nonsense that you see here, where is the last one that she just posted? She posted something, whether yesterday. Let me bring this one to the screen. Because the message they send this woman is to see that she destroy everything that has to do with Biafra Defense Forces. After she has tried so much to destroy Biafra Defense Forces since December, and she did not succeed. And she tried this on the 14th, when she heard that Biafra Defense Forces are all dead and gone. She rushed in to say she's going to deploy her boys to go into Biafra Defense Forces camp, to go and take over. This was on the 16th. She wrote this nonsense here. She's going to deploy her boys to go there on the 16th. On the 16th of August, they told her on the 14th that they have killed Biafra Defense Forces. That they have poisoned all of them. Then she called her group and told them, yes, the hour has come. As at this time, she is not going to go and take care of this group that she formed. Look at the group that she formed here. Look at it. This is the group that she formed. This is the group that she formed. She did not go and look for this group, because this group was just for her to use it and do caricature. But her eyes is to see that she destroyed Biafra Defense Forces. When they told her on 14th of August that her boys have successfully destroyed Biafra Defense Forces and poisoned all of them, that they are all dead, hey, she clapped for herself and jumped out and then called meeting with her group and told them, yes, the hour has come. That thing that we were cooking, that thing that we were waiting for, it has come. On the 16th, she called a meeting. She got the news on the 14th. She called a meeting on the 16th and told them. They all voted and then accepted. They voted and they accepted that they have to go and take over General Gento's camp, General Butuzo, B44, Uwam, Agbo, Double, and Obon. Where is General Butuzo that you want to go and take over his camp? Where is General Gento that you want to go and take over his camp? Where is General B44 that you want to go and take over his camp? Where is General Uwam? Where is General Agbo? Where is General Double? Where is General Obu Beni that you want to go and take over their camp? Because your Commander Thunder has told you that everywhere is clear, that they have taken them out, you now say you're deploying your men. Now, this was in August 16. Oh. Now, as at yesterday, she started another cry. Yesterday, this is yesterday now. This is yesterday. This is yesterday now. The spy that she put in Biafra Defense Forces camp, which she said she has nothing to do with Biafra Defense Forces. She formed her own group of this Mkurumiri group that you see here, which I have shown you. This our own group here is what belongs to her. This is not Biafra Defense Forces. So this is Ngozi group of Kwakmia. This is Ngozi group of Kwakmia that they even carry baby to do parade for her. Then you now say you have nothing to do with Biafra Defense Forces. Yet you cannot close your eye and then sleep. You are putting your spy again, still in Biafra Defense Forces. This is yesterday. Oh, this message here that you see here is yesterday. Yesterday being what? Yesterday being the 9th of September. She now come again. Special announcement. Seizure of Biafra Defense Forces phones by Igwe Butuzo and his. What are you doing inside General Igwe Butuzo's camp that you now get to know that he seizes phone from his generals? What are you doing there that you get to know? Because you still have your spy inside there. So before these phones were seized, this your spy have told you that General Igwe Butuzo have decided to seize phone, so your spy dropped message for you. And then General Igwe Butuzo is carrying out investigation to fish out, because he now knows that you still have another spy. He's carrying out investigation in his barrack to fish out the spy that you still have in his domain. Because if you do not have spy that you sent there to still continue to look for a way of destroying General Igwe Butuzo, how will you know the modus operandi of whatever General Igwe Butuzo is doing inside his barrack? How will you know? Tell it to a layman. How will you know what General Igwe Butuzo is doing inside his barrack if you don't have a spy inside there? You are going for the unfinished business that you did not finish before. You tried to kill him before, you did not succeed. You use your thunder that you call your commander, who is not a commander but a subordinate in that barrack. Now, you tried using that one failed, and you came back and shout. And he came back and then was there on the broadcast talking from the two sides of his mouth. Today now, you are coming to cry again because you planted another person, and that other person that you planted has been captured again. That is why you are coming to cry. You're coming to cry again because that other spy that you planted again inside General Igwe Butuzo's barrack has been captured again. That is why you're coming to cry again. Ngozi Orabufulani, why can't you just focus with this, your group of Mkurumiri here? Why must you go to look for a way of infiltrating or destroying the Biafra Defense Forces? You have your own group here, which you set up. Look at them here. They are quite different from General Igwe Butuzo's BDF. This is General Igwe Butuzo's BDF, for those that may not know. This is General Igwe Butuzo's BDF. Look at them. Look at how well kitted and how packed they are. Look at how great they are. This is General Igwe Butuzo's generals and men of the Biafra Defense Forces. They are quite different from your ragtag groups. So why can't you just focus on your own group that you set up and use them to do your dirty jobs that you want to do? Why must you now find a way to go and infiltrate General Igwe Butuzo and to find a way to destroy them? Now, anytime that any of the boys that you sent to go and destroy General Igwe Butuzo and his men, anytime that they are captured, you come back crying. You come back crying. All your effort is to see that you destroy the reputation of Biafra Defense Forces. You already said that they are criminals, they are traitors, that they are kidnappers, that they are fraudulent, they don't represent you. So why can't you go with your own representation of the men on Silpas, which you form? Why must you every day come out and be crying about Butuzo when Butuzo has nothing to do with you, and you claim also to have nothing to do with Butuzo? So why planting spy inside Butuzo camp? You see, that thing that you were looking for, you cannot get it. You were looking for evidences of how General Igwe Butuzo is doing his work so that you can now bring it to international community to use and implicate the Biafra government. But you forget that Biafra government in exile is independent and Biafra Defense Forces are independent. They are Biafrans in the homeland that are fighting on their own, putting all energy together to see that Biafra is restored. And I read this nonsense that she said. She said, it has come to the notice of the United States of Biafra USB. USB Defense Department. What in your USB Defense Department get to do with BDF of Butuzo? This is your USB department. This is your USB department here. This is your USB Department of Defense. This is where they are. This is where your USB Department of Defense are. See them here. They have nothing to do with General Butuzo's Biafra Defense Forces. This is your USB. Here is your USB Defense Forces here. These ones you have here. They have nothing in common with these Biafra Defense Forces of General Igwe Butuzo. Here is General Igwe Butuzo, Biafra Defense Forces. They have nothing in common to do with your USB defense. Your USB defense are the ones wearing silpers, carrying big belly, and some carrying baby in their hands in the name of doing parade for you. So it would be better if you just focus on your USB. That some families of Biafrans working with Igwe Butuzo had not been able to communicate with their loved one for 5 to 3 days. That is bunkum. Because you are looking for opportunities to do what? To get to know the families of these people. What you are playing is called takia. Because when people see this on the media, they will run after it. Then you now say this action of collecting and seizing the phones of volunteers are defending Biafra land and working towards restoration and protection of our new nation. The same you that say anybody you see that is working to restore Biafra, you will stop them. When they make one step, you will make 5 steps. Now you're using takia to talk here. That they are restricting them from talking to their families. When did you now become the spokesperson of the Biafra Defense Forces? When do you now become the decider of how the Biafra Defense Forces personnel carry out their routine and what they do and how they communicate? You now come to put Nkwocha number. You say their family should call Nkwocha. Their family should call Onyami. The people that need to be calling this number are the people in these your ragtag groups, not Biafrans. The people in these your ragtag groups, they should be the one calling this your numbers. The people here, these people here. Like that one that they carry baby. See that baby they carry there? The mother of that baby, they should call that number to ask you where the father of that baby is and where the mother of that baby is. They should ask you, Ngozi. Because all these people that you use here, some of them did not go back alive. When you gave them to Caterpillar and Sapele, some of them did not go back alive. And you know what this means. So the people that should be calling this your number and this your memo that you put here should be the family members of these people there. So we call on Biafrans. BRGIA advised Biafrans that Orabufulani is trying so hard to destroy BDF, under General Igwe Butuzo. So warning, warning, warning. BRGI hereby warns Biafra BDF families not to try to contact any of these numbers of Ngozi Orabufulani because she has nothing to do with the BDF. Rather, she wants to expose your families, their information to the zoo so that they will come after you. If you are watching this program, screenshot this message on the screen and share it to your families and friends so that they will be aware, because many of you don't come on the Twitter to see what we post. We don't do much on Facebook or YouTube. When you see us on Facebook and YouTube, it's only when we come for broadcasts like this. But on Twitter, that is where we do the writing and the talking. We write all the top leaders of the world. That is where we do the important thing. So screenshot this thing here now. Send it to your family members so that they will be careful. What you should have to take as caution here is what you see that is written in red. This is the message from BRGIA to all Biafrans, that they should stay clear from anything that Ngozi is writing and these numbers that Ngozi has sent out. Ngozi is not working for you. Ngozi is working for Nigeria. You have seen from the message that I posted there. Now, with all this madness, with the other one that was shouting before and say Elias should not go to anywhere. Elias should not go for Biafra. That Elias would not succeed in Biafra because Biafra is for him. Biafra is for his papa and is for his mama. I'm asking all of you, with all this nonsense that these people are doing, they all expected that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa will come and start clapping for them. You see? You see what Orabufulani wrote here? Orabufulani wrote here and told you people, oh, Obatobie communicated to USB attorney that he did not authorize Okengere, Elias, Amen Dabiri to sue Ngozi Orabufulani and her cabinet. So PS ordered them to withdraw the lawsuit against USB and Orabueze in DC court and Gere. W and Elias refused. They are determined to fight over Toby. You are useless. So you mean that with all the atrocities that you have committed, you did not go and look for Obatobie since he has been in detention since November. You did not send anybody to go and visit him, to go and know how he's doing. You did not care to know whether he will come out or not. You waited until this time. The same Obatobie sent message in December and January and February and told you, fall back to BRGI. You did not listen, no? The same Obatobie sent message and said, everybody should fall back to BRGI. Go and give all your support to Elias. Go and give all your support to Attorney Dabiri. Go and give all your support to Okengere. Give all your support to everybody that are working in different ways to see that Biafra comes. You did not obey Obatobie. When the message came from the attorney of Obatobie, you are the one that came to the media and said that that wife of Obatobie, that she is useless, that she is a betrayer, that she is bringing message that she wants to destroy Obatobie, that she is collecting money from us. Now, is it the same Obatobie that you're now coming to say is telling you that he did not permit or he did not recommend suing you, and that is now telling Sonny and Okengere to go and stop suing you? You see, one thing I love about what you said here is that Obatobie said he did not authorize suing you. Yes. Obatobie said he did not authorize suing you. So that means that Obatobie is not the one making decision. He was not the one that made decision for you to destroy BRGIE. He's not the one that made decision for you to destroy BDF, like I just showed in the video. He's not the one that made decision for you to go and destroy the database. He's not the one that made decision for you to go and destroy the ID card, which the same Obatobie worked for from 2023 to 2024 to see that it comes to fruition. Obatobie did not recommend you to go and start destroying the recognition process of Biafra. Obatobie did not send you to go and attack Dabiri and Elias and BROGI on the process of Biafra restoration. Obatobie did not still send you, did not still order you, did not still authorize you to go and register your USB club, your USB group, and your USB charger. So it's not Obatobie that still sent you to go and do political campaign in Kwara State now. It's not Obatobie that told you to go and form this, your Ebubagu group here that you form here. It's not Obatobie that authorized you to do this, right? Aha. So if it is not Obatobie that authorized you to do all this work, why will Obatobie now be the one to authorize us to sue you? Is it Obatobie that is in detention and then now knows the pain, the destruction of lives and properties that you have done to the Biafran cause since he was detained? Since Obatobie has been in detention, the only thing you do with anything that Obatobie put in place is that you come to the media and then you tag it criminal, fraudulent, that nothing is representing you. Nothing is representing you. Now, when Obatobie was here, BRGI initiated the IOU loan. Ngozi, what did you do? You said that the IOU loan is a scam, right? When Obatobie was detained, this is you, Ngozi. You say IOU loan is a scam. So I'm asking you now, did Obatobie tell you to come and mark IOU loan as a scam? I'm asking a very simple question. Did Obatobie ask you to come and mark IOU loan as a scam? Did he authorize you to come and mark IOU loan as a scam? The same IOU loan that you saw when BRGI unveiled it, when Obatobie was here. Then in absence of Obatobie, you now came to tell Biafrans that it is a scam, that they should stop putting their money there, so that Biafrans will now come and start having problems with BRGIA. Right? Hey, Ngozi, here is another one. You said that the Biafra Defense Forces handle that they are what? They are all criminals. They are all fraudulent. They do not represent you. You're going to go and put your own. I'm asking you, did Obatobie send you to do all this? Did Obatobie authorize you to do all this? I think the answer is no, right? Okay. Did Obatobie also tell you to do this one? To post bank account, to post bank information, to post bank names, to post all the names of Biafrans that are in the homeland, their phone numbers, the bank account that they have to put money in Biafra land? Did Obatobie authorize you to post them online? Whereby when we said, stop it, you said no. Did Obatobie also tell you that you should go and form your USB army group, and then you say you create bank account for them? You'll be paying them salary, that the money will be going into their bank account every day. Did Obatobie also tell you to go and do that? Did Obatobie authorize that one for you? Because of you posting Biafran's account and everything online and their names, so you even carry Nduka Ebele, you go and open account with Fulani man together with him in Lagos. Until today, Nigerian DSS went and picked him up. Up to today, you have not told anybody where is Nduka Ebele again, whether they have killed him or he has rot in jail. You only came to tell Biafrans that they came with 5 armored cars and halos to come and carry Nduka Ebele. We should lure him into the hands of DSS. With that now, with the account numbers of these people that you posted online, Nigerian government went and trailed all of them and packed all of them. They even go and say they are bringing Simon Ekpa account, which he does not have any account in Nigeria. This is your work that you did all this. These are all the sabotages that you have done. To mention but few, did Simon Ekpa or Batobie authorize you to do all this nonsense? Did Simon Ekpa authorize you to mark IOU loan as a scam so that you will discredit the process of IOU loan? I'm asking you. You say Biafra Defense Forces are criminals. They are terrorists. They are this and that. So when you hear, for some of you that may not know, when you hear Finland court made pronouncement, okay, Augustina, you have also reminded us another thing. Did Simon Ekpa also ask you to open fake embassy in the US just to jeopardize the process of the BRGIE recognition of Biafra in Washington, D.C.? Did Simon Ekpa also tell you to open fake embassy restaurant in Georgia or in Washington, D.C., wherever you did it? Did Simon Ekpa authorize you to do that nonsense? For some of you that you read the verdict of the court, and the court said that they adjudicate on Simon Ekpa because he is posting a terrorist group. Do you know where Finland get that message from? Do you know where Finland court and Nigerian court get that message from? They get that message from Ngozi's post, where Ngozi said that the Biafra Defense Forces are criminals, that they are terrorists, they are fraudulent. Look at it here. She put it there, that they do not represent her, that they are fraudulent, they are criminals, they are terrorists, they are kidnappers. And then she used all her media groups. She used Adada Rama, she used Remigius, she used all of them to do propaganda video where they said that Biafra Defense Forces are criminals, that they are terrorists, that they are kidnappers. Somebody that said she is DPM, somebody that said she is COS, your prime minister is in detention, and you are coming to criminalize the Liberation Army of the Biafran people. What are you telling the Finland court? Which people are the Liberation Army of Biafran people? Is it not the BDF? And then you are coming to tag the BDF criminals. You are coming to tag the BDF kidnappers. You are coming to tag the BDF fraudulent. So what message are you giving to Finland court? What message are you giving to Finland court? Was it say Simon Ekpa that told you that you must shift the 2nd of December, which he has preached for the entire 2 years? You made sure you, Adare Rama, Uche, Ubi, you people had meeting in Finland to combine and change the date and move the date and turn it was upside down. Dan D. Nwaye, relax yourself. Biafra Defense Forces are intact. They are gallant. When the enemies of Biafra Defense Forces want to show their muscles, we used to give them opportunity to go and enter the pit. So pray for Biafra Defense Forces. They are actively in battle. Yes. Biafra Defense Forces are actively in battle. Nothing happens to them. They're very okay. Pray for them. They are actively in battle. Nobody can take them down. You cannot overcome Biafra Defense Forces. So, I want to ask you people a pertinent question. So, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa will now sit down and review all the sabotage that Ngozi has done, finish. He will now start clapping for Ngozi and say, yes, Ngozi, well done for keeping me in detention, right? Ngozi, well done for keeping me in detention. Ngozi, well done for sabotaging and destroying all the effort that I have worked for since 2021 to 2024. Ngozi, well done. He will clap for her. And then he will come and say, Sonny and Okenkere, you people should go into the toilet. I placed Ngozi there to be doing the destruction. I am back now. I want her to continue the destruction. Does PM know how far and what you have destroyed so far? No, he doesn't know. He doesn't even know that you contribute to the reason why he is not asked today. Yes. Because Finland were looking for anything to use against, they did not say anything. But they had to use your own post that you are saying that Biafra Defense Forces are criminals. They use your own. You say Biafra Defense Forces don't represent that they are criminal, they are traitors, they are fraudulent, they are kidnappers. So they are using your own to now call him that he's inciting violence and he is collaborating with terrorist group, with terrorist intent. Because you are the one calling the Biafra Defense Forces terrorists. You Ngozi. Because you say they don't represent you, they are evil, they are this and that, so you have a better group. Right? You made a very good point here by disgracing yourself. That Obatobie said he did not authorize Okenkere. Yes, Obatobie cannot be in detention and be giving orders. He cannot be in detention and be authorizing me how to deal with saboteur. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did not stay in detention to authorize Obatobie how to deal with DOS. The only thing he did was he was pleading DOS and saying, leave Simon Ekpa alone. Oh. Let him do what God has ordained him to do. Give him all the support. Leave Simon Ekpa alone. Oh. He said it is forbidden for anybody to go against Simon Ekpa and what he's doing for Biafra. Leave him alone. Give him all the support. Go and focus on your own and continue doing what you're doing. Allow Simon Ekpa to do what he is doing. Do you know why your own case is different? Because you did not just go and focus on your own group that you set up, but you decided to hijack and destroy every legacy and every template and everything that BRGIE put in place. We will not have sued you if you did not tamper with BRGIE properties. It is not PM that sue you. So PM have no say in this. It is not PM that authorize anything. PM cannot be in chains and be authorizing what to do to you. He's not the one seeing what you are doing. He has been there since November. Did you go to see him? Did you tell him, did you confess your sins and tell him what you have done? Even when he sent message through his attorney to come and tell you, did you obey? No, did you not obey? Why are you now crying now? Are you crying because the court date is here? Or are you crying because you are left with no choice? Because your plan and idea was that when PM comes out, he will come and clap for you. When PM comes out, he will come and say, oh, let us forgive everybody and go back. No. Do you know why PM is in detention now? PM is in detention now because some of you saboteurs, he did not deal with you. Yes. He allowed that same hand that all of you have used to sabotage Wazirike, sabotage Ojuku, sabotage Philip Efion, sabotage Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Small, till all of you didn't use it to sabotage him. PM was here, but he did not know that Adazion was a political campaigner leader of Ifeanyi Uba. Not until PM went inside before he now know. Did he know? Did PM now know that Ngozi will go to this extent of campaigning for one Nigeria while he is still in BRJ? Today, he will come and wear Biafra flag and talk. Tomorrow, she will now go and wear NCWS of Nigeria, canvassing for one Nigeria and for one unity of Nigeria. You go as far as destroying the BRGI database, destroy the ID card. Then you now go to develop another splinter group in the US, so that when we now go to US Congress, when we enter Washington, D.C. and the White House to talk about Biafra recognition, they will now start saying 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups, and then they will not take us serious. No. You see this Biafra, this time that we have come for serious business. We have come for a serious deal. It is not business as usual. No. Don't think that it is business as usual. No. It is not business as usual. The sabotage that you guys have done have come and gone. We are bringing it to an end. Our prime minister is where he is today because he did not take your sabotages to be very serious. Yes. If he took your sabotages to be very serious, he would not be where he is. He would have taken care. He would have taken care of all of you for bringing up all these sabotages before now. But because he did not take you people serious about your sabotage, he did not know that some of you can go to this extent. That is why he just ignored some of you. So when he ignored some of you, you people now thought you have arrived. Hey. You did not arrive. Mbano, you did not arrive. So wake up from your sleep. That thing that you did that made Prime Minister to stay there will not happen again. I know your plans. Your plans was that after they will pronounce the 6 years, the level of destruction that you have caused will paralyze the process of the Biafra recognition and restoration for the next 6 years. Then everybody will now desert, and then they start running away. Nobody will take it serious again. Until after 6 years, before some people will now expect to CPM, then they want to come and start again. While 2027 election of Nigeria is at the corner, you are in Nigeria doing political campaign for Nigeria. Look at you. They are already using your face to do political campaign for Nigeria. What a shame. And you are enjoying the show. Look at you, Orabufulani. You are enjoying the political campaign in Nigeria. You're campaigning for Tinubu for 2027. You're preaching one Nigeria. You're preaching one Nigeria. For Nigeria to continue. For unity of women and children to come together for one Nigeria to continue. No. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa did not authorize BRGI or Okenkere to sue you. So it is not Prime Minister that make decision of suing you. You are the one that sabotaged Prime Minister. You are the one that sabotaged BRGI. It is not Prime Minister that will now stay in detention and decide what to do to you. It is BRGI that will stay here now and decide what to do against you for sabotaging Prime Minister, for sabotaging his legacy, for sabotaging the entire Biafra people. Christian Udeozo was your Minister of State as you gave him. You use him to threaten all the 40 states of Biafra administrators that you're going to kill them if they don't succumb to Ngozi or Orabufulani. That made many of the 40 states of Biafra administrators to even decamp their duty. They ran away. Today, Christian Odiozo is coming online now. He's going everywhere, talking, confessing, and exposing Ngozi Orabufulani. how they plan together to do this to destroy Biafra, how they plan together to destroy Biafra Defense Forces, how they plan together to destroy PM, how they plan together to destroy Biafra recognition. But because the game did not turn out the way they planned it, Ngozi refused to allow him to become relevant when it matters most. Then what did he do? He came out to start exposing Ngozi. He's everywhere now exposing Ngozi. Maybe when I come tomorrow live, I will play his audio. What does that tell you? Orabufulani, go and carry your cross. You cannot go and beg PMO to come and undo what we did. We are the one that did it. BRGIE did it, not PM inside detention. Uh-huh. The publication says BRGIE. Uh-huh. If you are so daft and you cannot read very well, look at it here on the screen. The publication says BRGIE sues Ngozi Orabufulani. Uh-huh. That is what it says. BRGIE sues Ngozi Orabufulani and some co-defendants in the U.S. federal court. It says BRGIE has filed a lawsuit against former member and Atlanta, Georgia-based associate Ngozi Orabufulani. Her newly created organization and the United States of Biafra Republic government in exile. You see, so that when we go to U.S. to talk to the U.S. Congress, we will not end up having two groups that will be coming out, and this one will say, I am the one fighting for Biafra independence. This one will say, I am the one fighting. No, we have only one BRGIE. So you cannot come and be destroying the effort that our prime minister has worked for, which is the reason why he is in detention now. Her newly created organization, United States of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, de facto cooperation, and 14 other defendants. For what? Fraud, racketeer, Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, RICO, tortures, interference, and conversion count. So these are the things. They are all named here. Your names are all mentioned here. Your names are all mentioned here. So if you want to run, know where to run to. Don't drag our PM into your mess. Keep our PM out of your mess. Carry your cross alone. PM did not call you into your mess. PM did not authorize you when you were causing all the mess. Just imagine, just imagine this. You go and open another group so that you can counter BRGIE in everything that they'll be doing, so that you can use it to sabotage the effort of BRGIE in the recognition of Biafra. And you said it with your mouth, that when you see that BRGIE is taking one step to restore Biafra, you see them in Washington, D.C., you will take 5 steps to destroy it. It is there, you said it with your mouth. Then, the IOU loan. IOU loan. You said that IOU loan. You said that IOU loan is a fraud. IOU loan became a fraud to Ngozi because she's not the one in charge. So I wonder how you think that Mazi Simon Ekpa will stay in detention to authorize us how to deal with you. No, it is not done that way. The only thing he did was to caution you. Yes, he sent message to caution you when you were trying to destroy. He sent message to caution you. He cautioned you. How many times did the attorney of PM bring message to say that she's a criminal, that nobody should listen to her? So why are you now coming to tell us PM said this? No, PM did not say anything. PM did not authorize anything. Go and carry your cross. A salute to Biafrans. Where you see her, tell her to go and carry her cross alone. She should not drag PM into anything because PM did not send her any message. I salute you all. Hey. I salute you all and see you all tomorrow as we continue on this very awareness. Please remember to share this good news. Remember to share this good news everywhere and let everybody get the message. Yes, this is the biggest news of the week, and get prepared so that you make it to this very day. Ndewo Omuchineke. From here, from me, I salute all of you. God bless.
Biafra is only asked for. Every night and day he's shouting and pointing to one direction. But his own people are blind and saying it's causing division. Tell me why someone who sacrificed his life for you and I. Tell me why out of sight has become out of our mind. He's asking for nothing and cares about not for these people emancipation. No. But there is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. In the morning sun will rise. There is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. The morning sun will rise. He doesn't care about nothing and abandon his family. Take your time and think what he's going through. He doesn't want to give up but to protect you. Even when they throw him African juju. Oh no, Bring up the cannon now. Let me hear you sing. Bring up the cannon now. The cannon now. Bring up the cannon now. You hate him because of envy. We love him, he's one and only. We follow him because he's ready to die for the freedom of his people. Whatever he said, it's a prophecy. Take it or you live it, let you believe. He's so fanatical and ever ready to die for the freedom of his people. There is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. In the morning sun will rise. There is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. The morning sun will rise. Bring up the cannon now. 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 Let me hear you sing. Everybody know my job is singing.